Hello everybody, I am Torrio, and today I would like to talk about some experiences I had through releasing music. Like since, I don't know, a year or two ago, I've been periodically releasing singles. And, it might be 3 to 6 months in between, maybe sometimes more here and there. But I've learned some things, and I kind of want to share them with you on things I've done that maybe worked for me, or maybe have worked for me. And my last single that I released is called Joke's on You. And, it's distributed everywhere, like, everyone does. And I needed to really do some hardcore promotion and marketing for this. So one of the things I tried was SubmitHub. And that's where you submit your music basically to playlist curators. And then they have to decide. The curators listen and they decide if they want it or not, if it fits or not. And you got to buy these credits. And some curators that you submit to are a certain amount of credits. Others are lower credits, depending how big their playlist is and things like that. Now, some people say they've had a lot of luck with SubmitHub or just a lot of success. For me, it just didn't seem to work. Like I bought a bunch of credits and, you submit your songs to each curator. And it'll say like the curator exactly how many people on their playlist or how many people who have saved it that listen to it type thing. And, it gives you all this information. You submit it to them. And then for me, sometimes it took forever just for the people to get back to you, the curators. And I got rejected most of the time. I think one person accepted my song to one of the playlists, and it didn't really seem to do much anyway. But either it was just, just the rejections, constant rejections. And I've heard a lot of artists say this as well. It's just very hard to get picked up by a curator. It's got a lot of curators, you got to fit that playlist exact for what they want. And, a lot of curators said, yeah, I like the song, but we didn't use it because of this, or we're not going to accept it because of that, which is fine. It's like good criticism and stuff, constructive criticism. So I didn't have any success with it. If you did, if you've tried it, leave me a comment and let me know how you did with it. Now, the next thing I did was Hypeddit. And that's HYPEDDIT.com, Hypeddit.com. And it's a good website to get your music out there. Like you sign up and it's like, I forgot what it is, but it's a monthly fee. And they offer things like you can place ads on like Facebook and Instagram. And they offer a section where it's really easy to place the ads. They basically kind of do it for you, but they ask you all the questions. And they have you upload what you want in like a video ad or whatever. Because if you do your own ads on Meta, like on Instagram, it's confusing at times. So Hypeddit makes it easier because they make the format easier just to get your ad out there. So you're basically paying to put out the ads through Meta, and you're also paying the monthly fee to Hypeddit. So, I had some success on there. Like, you could choose what countries you want to put the ads out to and things like that. And a few of the ads did kind of well, and I got a lot of like clicks and stuff like that in like different countries, which is cool. And sometimes it depends what country, but some of the ads out through Meta, it's cheaper if you get a click like in, I don't know, South Korea or something like that, or India. So you get more of those and it doesn't cost you as much money. But it still didn't seem like it did a whole lot for me as far as ads. But they do offer other things. They have like a promotion exchange service where you could go and you get these credits because you go and you click. They have a whole list of artists and things and their new songs. And the thing is, you click to listen to their song or to join their SoundCloud or maybe to subscribe to their YouTube, and then you get a credit. And you could use those credits to put your own song on that system. And other people could do the same thing. They can go and click your song, download the song, or whatever you want them to do. It's pretty cool. It's hard to explain, but it's kind of a good service. I like that a lot. They do like charts and they do some other things. I think it's worth it for the most part, like just to do it for a month or something. But the ads on Meta, I just don't have a lot of success with it. It just doesn't seem, it's a lot of money you're paying and there's not a good turnout of what you want. And then, of course, I tried meta ads on my own without services of Hypeddit and all that stuff. And like I said, it's confusing just trying to get it together. And I did it, and I got clicks and things like that. But it's not worth it, because you're paying these ads, and the ad would be a click generally to like a link tree, and it would go to you could choose between Google, or not Google. You could choose between Spotify, like you could listen to the song on Spotify or on Apple Music. So I did it like that. And I got some clicks, but it's like you're spending, I don't know, like $100 to put out these ads. And, you might get some action here, people checking out your Spotify, but Spotify doesn't pay anything really when you do get plays. So it's like, it's not worth it in the end for the most part. You really got to have an enticing ad. Like, you really got to have a good like video ad to make it really work. Something visual where people will see it and be like, oh, and then they'll hear the song in the ad, your song, and it'll make them click. And then it'll go to your link tree or go wherever to your website, and hopefully they become a fan. That's like the major thing. I mean, I guess it's worth it if you're just trying to get yourself out there in general, but you're not going to turn a profit putting out meta ads. It's just, each click is just too expensive. I mean, it just depends. Also on that, let me know, have any of you had success with meta ads? Let me know like what you did or how much you spent and what your outcome was. I'm anxious to hear it, because it just wasn't worth it to me, Another site I use, which I like a lot, is called Muso Soup. It's MUSOSOUP.com. And you pay a one-time fee. Well, not a one-time fee. You pay a fee. It's like, I think $30 or something like that. And you get like a whole month. And you put your song up on there, and there's curators and things like that there that'll reach out to you. So they'll be like, hey, I run this blog. They might say, we'll charge you $7 and we'll do a whole write-up on your song. All links will connect to your song through it and things like that. And you'll get a whole bunch of these, because there's like a bunch of people that are on that site that do these kinds of things. They either write blogs, they have like webzines or whatever you want to call them. They'll have full websites where they do interviews and things like that. And I thought it was a great way, using Muso Soup, just to get yourself out there more online, like through search engines. Because if you do a bunch of these interviews or reviews, these websites do, and then you're in the search engine more, your name is out there, your links are out there, and it's better for search engine optimization. So I thought it was worth it for that. You'd have to check it out though to see exactly what I mean, but it wasn't that costly to me. And like I said, a lot of these services that people will come at you with, they're not that much money. Some are like $20, but it's like a full package of something. Some are only like $4, and they'll do shout outs on Instagram. But you could always look to see how big their Instagram page is, and you could always check out their website beforehand or their blog, just to see what it looks like and to see if you think it'd be worth it at all. I liked Muso Soup. If you haven't tried it yet, you should check it out. It's pretty good. And it's a great way just to get you out there in search engines, and it's decent, so try that out. So these are the main things I tried. And of course I did just regular promotions from my own accounts on social media, and that helps. Now, I got a few thousand plays on Spotify, I believe, which was cool. I wasn't expecting a ton. Apple Music, there was a few thousand. I think there was some stuff that went through the title that was decent. So, I'm not making a ton of money off it, but I'm trying to get myself out there more, because like I always said, it's a stepping stone to the next level of gaining a fan, because I sell CDs and I sell vinyl as well. So if one of these people who heard you on Spotify or whatever service might become a fan, and they might become a super fan eventually, where they're like, oh, I like this song so much, I want to buy it on vinyl, or I like this album so much, I'm going to buy his vinyl. And that's where you really start making money, through your physical media, or, t-shirts or CDs, like I said before. Some people even sell cassettes now. So it's a stepping stone to get to that point. Now, one thing I didn't do is I haven't done any shows, because I'm busy and I just don't really have time. But doing shows really, really helps promote a single or an album. It really does. It helps build a big fan base. And you can start local, just doing shows around your area, and then you just slowly expand. You start local, getting popular, go more regional, maybe the next state or farther cities from where you are. And then eventually you want to get so big that you can start going national, or just multi-states, like surrounding states, things like that. But it takes a lot of time and effort, and you got to have an exciting stage show. You don't want to bore the crowd. So you really got to think of things like that. You know, whether it's you have a DJ behind you who helps hype out the crowd, maybe you have background dancers, maybe you're just really energetic on stage and people connect with that. So if you're going to be doing shows, you got to do something that will connect with these people so they become fans. So, but I didn't do any shows. I don't know if I will in the future or not. Like I said, I'm just really busy taking care of a lot of different things in my life. But this is what I thought kind of worked for me, kind of didn't. Now, like I said, leave a comment. What did you use that you really liked? You know, and I'm not talking about buying straight up Spotify plays, because we all know those are bots, and it could get your account completely shut down if you do that enough. Like Spotify will take your music off, or your distribution company might even stop putting your music out. So you don't want to buy fake plays, because it's just not good. It's not good in general because it's fraud. And it's not good in the long run because these bots are not true fans. You're getting the numbers maybe, but you're not building a real fan base because it's bots. They're not real people. So in the long run, it's no good. So, but in the comments, let me know just to see what you guys have done and what you, in your mind, seem to work. So, but I want to thank you for watching. And I'm probably going to do more videos like this, and I'd love to hear just more from you, and you know, we could all share ideas on how to release music properly. So, but I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you next video.